Well, that is exactly what we may see, or more than likely not really going to see, but we will jump nonetheless into Coastline. We're heading to Spain, and it will be Wind and Rain on the defense first, and Team Secret will be on the attack. First ban coming out is going to be the big man, Glaz off the board, but that kind of tells me they've left you-know-who open.
Again, 2 weeks in a row, was it the smartest decision? I mean, we'll see. But what you do have to say is, both Glaz and Blackbeard now are really frustrating on Coastline. I think especially Glaz, you can just do bathroom drops, you can smoke the entire room off. I think it's a good ban, but we'll see. We've seen a lot of line and capital use as well from Secret last week against Horizon, so maybe there's going to be more of that. Neither of them operators is banned.
Yeah, let's see what the next defensive ban will be. No ban for Team Secret. Alrighty, that's a new one.
Interesting.
It's a new one.
They've not even gone for the dodgy Capcan ban, throw somebody off. They thought
could have banned the Lord out if you want to, take that route.
They could have done whatever they wanted to.
Okay, we'll go with that. That's a new
I feel like there's going to be a random Capcan or Frost pick. Yeah. And that's going to bite them.
And Pulse is gonna be gone. Definitely a good ban from Wind and Rain. We know that Pulse is definitely inside of the operator pool that Lackey primarily plays. You've seen him play that a lot. And on Coastline as well always helps because a lot of destructibility from below, all that kind of intel you gather with the cardiac scanner, very, very strong. But straight away, Lackey locking in the Lion right off the bat.
It's a surprise. It's a real surprise.
Is it really?
I think it's weird that they banned Pulse. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, to ban the Glaz and the Pulse, when your main way of stopping Glaz is Pulse, it seems a bit... Did they need to ban Pulse? And as I said before as well, the Capital and Lion play that we saw last week looks like it's going to be back. Yeah,
even inside of Pro League, I know that Secret, they played very, very filthy, and they kind of had like a Lion Jackal combo being established, which is extremely difficult for teams to really play against. You either stand still and you get tagged and you get killed, or you just run about and you get tagged either way. So we don't know if we might see a bit of that kind of combo coming out, which we know that Secret are available to do, but it doesn't seem to be very, very standard. They actually have no hard breach on their side. No Thermite, no Habana. That's strange from Wind and Rain.
It's just... It's that saying again, just stand still. That's all they have to do. That's all they have to do, just stand still. That's all Wind and Rain are going to need to counter us.
Yeah, there's no hard breach, there's no way of actually getting in through any of the walls, but then that kind of tells us that maybe we're going to see potentially just Secret go straight for, the quick smoke, plant push right at the service door, which we have seen a couple of times, so maybe that might be the option.
I feel like as well, they could have just been predicting Penthouse to be picked. Maybe they thought that Wind and Rain wouldn't pick a different bomb site. You don't exactly have to Thermite or hard breach at all into Penthouse.
Yeah. Certainly I would say that that kind of Penthouse theater bomb site has actually been very shifted away currently in the meta. A lot of teams haven't wanted to go there. Mostly the other three bomb sites has kind of been the position that they want to go for, mostly because you said that the Glaz is very heavily influenced on Coastline. It's not bad, and even Blackbeard as well. That double window on the Penthouse is very, very threatening. Cuts down a lot of any potential rotates or flanks coming in. So yeah, I do agree with them kind of staying away from that position, and I'm quite curious to see really how Secret want to attack. They don't have hard breach, they have a lot of fragging potential. You have Capiteo, Lem's here, going to get the wall bang through the window and eliminate Sloth, and that's the new player that you were talking about.
Yeah, that's the man that we thought could make the difference in this game. Maybe not initially.
No.
But those elements, they can come in useful.
Early
rounds,
never know. Early rounds.
I feel like as well, especially the whole Penthouse thing, with Mira gone, she's never not banned, let's be honest. So I feel like that's why Penthouse maybe isn't stratted the most anymore. Yeah,
Mira typically is one that we do see get banned out by Secret. If you look at some of the, their running tracks inside of Pro League, it's always kind of been Mira has been their ban. Maybe squares it into a 5 versus 3 and the first EE1D, and that Dokkaebi call will also be sent out. Another disgusting combination that you can go for, and here comes the smokes. Leon has been eliminated in the crossfire by Dowie up on that light corridor, but still plenty of time for Wind and Rain to kind of re-establish dominance and really see where they can rotate, trying to eliminate some of these players of Secret, but they are already going to be inside of the bomb site with still plenty of time to go, and the plant is actually going to go down as well.
There's only Melons here to deny this as well. We have both the Jaeger and the Bandit roam on second floor. Look like the horizontal roam for Wind and Rain went very poorly with the Ella dying early, and then Speed's dying in sight on the Maestro. Melons is on his own here. He's peeped, but he's not got it.
Yeah, Lem's another kill for him. The F2 does the damage where it's needed. Feo as well is another person who has been subbed in. I believe Pat isn't playing this this week. Dowie does come in for the flank. Picks up one, but really an impactless frag at this stage. Nothing he can really do. The angles will be held, and Stiz, he gets himself his first kill for him as well. And just Wind and Rain, they have two new additions to what the last week we seen them with the roster, and really nothing that we've seen Feo or Sloth do.
Yeah, well, we know Theo's been coaching them for quite a while. He's going to know the strats. But it all changes in game. You never know. Is there? We know that Gig was their in-game lead as well. That's completely different. We know if Theo's taking up that role. I'm not sure. I feel like their horizontal roam there seriously let them down. To lose that Ella that early, and we've seen Ash and also Twitch enter into Sunrise almost uncontested. Speed's a tenth the peak. Doesn't get the shot. And it's unfortunate because you've got two players roaming near Penthouse. And what can they do? They can't do vertical play. They're Jaeger and a Bandit. It's going to be very difficult for them. By the time they've tried to rotate, Maype's cut them off.
So we did see Jackal being locked in there by Maype, but no, he's going to go for the sixth pick. Instead, going for the Buck. Does a lot of damage on Coastline. We know that with that Skeleton Key, can really get inside of that VIP, which I'm sure that's probably where he wants to try and establish his dominance into. Still no hard breacher on the side of Secret as well. You may think, yeah, maybe it's, you know, not the kind of run of thought that teams want to go for, but inside of the Euro Championships, where we did see Prismatic, who is a German side, the runners-up inside of the Six Launch Series, they actually played Coastline with no hard breach at all, and they actually won the match from it. So
I think it goes to show you, it can be done. I mean, they won the first attack round. They didn't need to hard breach. You can play pick. I feel like Coastline feels like a really heavy roam map right now. So if you can pick off enough roamers and win off of that, just your entry, you win man advantage. I feel like that's what happened in the first round. I also feel like
10 seconds to go.
The castle pick is that a counterbands and I'm not really having a lot of soft breach. I don't know. You're going to have to waste grenades on it unless Sophia can somehow get all three with just 2 charges.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers are heading out.
Still also, you know, Sophia should probably want to use those breaching rounds on those Maestro cameras as well. It's the only real way that
mines as well. There's no IQ.
Lots of barbed wire as well on the side of Wind and Rain. Plenty of stuff that Sophia can really use that gadget for. More than likely, we're going to see maybe use a couple of nades to try and get rid of those Maestro cameras, or even Castle Barricades. But Leon, he may even use some of his utility to actually get inside off the building and open up a couple of soft walls, create these angles that potentially Wind and Rain are not going to be ready for. Once again, just Secret playing as they do, pushing on in through the Sunrise, and also upstairs trying to clear any roamers that they can. And more than likely, just going to be very simple, but just complete sloppy droning on the side of Secret, and Sloth, the new guy to the team, does pick up his first kill onto Alem, so Twitch off the board, but really at this stage they know where he is. He's going to be completely sanctioned off from any rotate he wants to go for, and it's really just counting down the time before he does get killed.
He's going to be pushed here by the Buck as well, I believe that it is. But this is a very, very good start for Wind and Rain compared to last round. The nade, though, it cuts him off. Why would he not rotate? He plays a risky angle. Clearly, he's been drone there, because otherwise that is a serious waste of a grenade.
Lackey does, however, put it back in Secret's favour with that kill onto Feo, so a roamer off the board. Lackey just kind of pushing him by himself, that kind of solo pusher. Does have to be careful of Dowie, however, right up inside of the luggage, just like he was last time, and does have a couple of rotates available for himself. Melons fired a couple of shots, doesn't really land anything, and the first EE1D will be established by Lackey to try and get his team set in position. The first bit of gunfighting inside of the lobby will go down, and Speeds, he's going to try and take the fight down. He does win that fight against Stizzy on that roam game. Speeds on extremely low health, but no, from above, Dowie has the cover to help out his teammate, and it does swing in Wind and Rain's favour. Still in Wind and Rain's favour after those 2 quick kills. Dowie on that roam game, amazing from him. Down to Lackey, still has 1 lion charge, but really a very awkward position for him.
I mean, I believe that's a 3K from Dowie there on the room. They chose not to push him last time. Not sure what different he did this time. Speeds. Dowie, the retake. The 4K that round. That was a huge 4K from Dowie. They chose not to push him last round. Maybe that's why I didn't want to push him last round.
So once again, that quick, aggressive play that Secret are trying to establish. Roamers, they adapted well. Dowie had the good roam game. You kind of seen, you know, Secret, they pushed heavily in towards Sunrise. Sloth with that very early kill definitely did help them out. It kind of rattled Secret a little bit more, kind of got them frustrated. But really, Secret, this is, you know, a very sloppy Secret side that we're not really used to seeing week in and week out inside of the Pro League. But If you did not know, on Thursday, the Pro League, they do play against Market for their chance to win the fight and go to the Rio Finals, which is happening very shortly as well. So this is kind of, you know, they have bigger fish to fry, really.
Maybe that's why they're trying Coastline. Maybe if they get forced onto Coastline in a match that big, it's important. But right
they
now,
just pull out the good strats.
Dowie's the counter. Market, are you watching? Dowie, incredible performance, I think, by him the first 2 rounds. I think he's on 6 kills now already, 2 rounds in. Is amazing by him. I feel like he played much better that round by being aggressive. He took the fight to them instead of just allowing them to cover rotates like they did last time. Like when they had Meepy and Stiz both on the rotate, they couldn't get past them. But this time, Dowie plays aggressive. He gets the picks from the luggage hallway.
So it will be Blue Bar and Sunrise Bar for the first time. Wind and Rain playing Kitchen twice. They won it once and also did lose it once as well. And we're going to see really how they adapt to this. Still no Penthouse and Theater, which is kind of what we're expecting. That's how the meta has shifted. Still no hard breach from Secret, just running the soft, heavy soft breach as well with the shotguns. You know, Sophia there as well with the lifelines. And even, you know, Stiz, he could do a bit of damage with that shotgun, that side secondary for Jackal, which we have seen used as more of a kind of alternative where teams would bring that instead of Buck. But I did mention that Jackal and Lion combo that we know Secret have. They're actually going to run it.
Yeah, you did mention it before the game, and it was as alongside the Capital thing. Capital's now gone. I believe it was Stiz who was on Capital. Yeah. So clearly they're going for the different alternative here. Maybe because Penthouse isn't being picked. I know Capital's very good for shooting behind the bed, behind the half wall. Maybe that's why.
As you can see, Wind and Rain trying to play extended in towards that kitchen area. It kind of, you know, establishes more of an area that Secret need to take control of first. You just cannot push on in through the lobby or in through the courtyard without that actually being taken, because then you always do kind of put yourself up for the fight for a potential retake. Certainly Alems, he may be looking for the first man to peek his head and potentially take his head off with the F2, but as you can see, just Theo.
We saw the very aggressive play by the castle there as well. That could have been bad for either him or Alems. I felt like it was... He's been quite lucky to rotate. Has bad timing on the droning there.
Lucky just completely catches speeds with his pants down. That's the power of the EE1D. Just completely makes you just stand still. That's kind of the motto. Didn't work that time. Didn't work that time.
Wasn't even Jackal scan. They didn't need it. But I felt that's quite poor from the Maestro, I believe, standing in front of the rotate. Maybe they didn't know they were pushing through office. Maybe he couldn't rotate at all.
I think they know that Alems is going to be lurking inside of the kitchen. Alems, he goes to the peak, sees the back of the Jaeger, and Dowie falls. However, Theo with the refrag onto Leon Gids. Alems trying his luck with a bit of a wall bang, but no sloth. He comes in with the rotate, eliminates the Twitch to win to a 3 versus 3. Maestro's gone, Jaeger's gone. Jaeger really not much of a hit. He's already used his ADSs. Maestro certainly cannot use those bulletproof cameras anymore. So down to Stiz, Lucky, and Meatbee to see if they can pull off for their team. Melons has 2 Goo Mines stacked at 1 door as well, so trying to get immediate damage onto Lucky if he did want to push that way, but E1D charge will go off, and they're going to try and take the fight to the Roamer. Standing still would be the Vigil, and he does win that gunfight. However, Meatbee, he picked up one on the Theo, a double kill for Meatbee on the Sloth as well. Down to Melons inside of this 1 versus 2. 50 seconds to go for Secret, and the Jackal maybe trying to find a couple of footprints or two to see if he can spot out this Legion indefinitely. Still Secret, plenty of time on the board. They're going to try and slow it down just that little bit more. Quite smartly, maybe going for the drone, seeing if he can spot where the Legion is, and really, once that drone comes in, finds out exactly where Melons is, it should be an easy plant for Secret in most circumstances, and maybe going up for that single window inside of Sunrise. A couple of smoke grenades being deployed by the Jackal. Melons back and forth, seeing if he can find the pick. Nothing at the moment. Under the cover of the smoke will go the plant, but no, Stiz, he will rear his head and eliminate Melons with the headshot, and Secret, they lead 2 rounds to 1.
That is a very unfortunate round to lose there, I think, for Wind and Rain. They looked very good. I believe there were 55 seconds left when we seen the 3v3, the Lion versus the Vigil. Why did they both roam? Why were there still 2 roamers? I think they could have easily retreated into sight. You said yourself, they had a lot of Legion mines, a lot of barb. They had the rotates they wanted. I think Wind and Rain sort of threw that a little bit.
Yeah, they had the advantage. They still had control of that kitchen area, which I'm quite surprised why they rotated away from that. You know that there's only 1 guy pushing. Everybody else was in and about upstairs, in for the office. Sure, you took the fight and tried to kill the Lion, but as you can see, Lion really coming in to affect them in some of those gunfights. Maybe got a kill from it, got a double kill from it. So maybe, again, like we've talked about that Horizon didn't do last week, ban the Lion.
Yeah, I think that what impressed me about that round, though, from Wind and Rain's perspective, is to actually get themselves to the point where they were in that 3v3 with just 55 seconds left. We've seen very early on, I believe it was Alems pushed into Kitchen. We saw Lackey, I believe, pushed into Office, and they were 5v3. Well, nearly 5v3, 5v4, but they had complete horizontal control. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Sloth's in main lobby. He's pushed through Kitchen. He's got that horizontal control that they've been lacking this game so far. They've had to play vertical with Dowie. That was what got them around before, but I think Sloth did very well to rotate to get behind them.
Yeah, just still, I believe this is a sloppier secret that we're seeing here. This is not the secret that we're used to seeing with the very methodical plays, and really they go just room by room by room, take what they want, take what they need, and then they kind of use their utility. They're just more about getting the frags here. You know, we're seeing, you know, different, you know, Stiz, typically Habana or Thermite, he's running, you know, Jackal, Maverick, Alems. I can't remember the last time I even seen Alems play IQ, but he will pick up this time, really. What are you expecting IQ to bring? It does bring a lot, because look at that defensive lineup.
I feel like, at least one of the Valk or the Echo was 6-picked. We know that for sure, so I mean, guarantee, if I'm seeing a Valk or an Echo, I'm thinking IQ's a good choice. So I feel like whatever gun you give Alems as well, let's be honest, he can do damage on it. I mean, you just seen him there as well. We mentioned it earlier with the soft reach, and he's chose to stick it on IQ. I mean, he could pick that on Twitch regardless, but the change to soft reach on IQ, I think, as well, is a good choice.
Yeah, still has a great gun. 5.5-2 commandos, nothing really to shy away from. Very similar to the 5.5-6 XI that Thermite has. It's kind of what we've always compared those two guns together. Very, I'd say, more slow rate of fire compared to the F2. Does hit a little bit harder with their bullet damage, but nonetheless still a very good gun, but not helping them in that engagement against the Jaeger as Dowie. He peeks on round in through the window and does eliminate Alem, so that form of soft destruction with the breaching charges, and also that denial of any of the Echo drones and those Valkyrie cameras. Well, they're going to be here to stay for the meantime.
This is a very good position for Wind and Rain right now, I believe. I don't think they've thrown away any sort of control at all. They've still got Dowie alive on full health. He's on fire. I believe he's on 7 kills already. But we're going to see the Lion charge here. Melons is very lit as well.
Good see.
But Melons, he gets the pick. Yeah. He kills the Lion.
Somehow. Sloth, he seems to be going for that kind of rotate in towards the luggage, but does Meepy know he's going to be there? Speeds does eliminate Stiz as well, so definitely inside of Wind and Rain's half, unless Meepy and Leon can do anything to stop about it. Leon does get tagged up just a tad, but quick rotation potentially from Sloth. Meepy gets a frag grenade kill, and Leon squares off into a 2 versus 3, so the two British boys have swung it round in the side of still Wind and Rain's favour, but just that little bit more edging towards a potential clutch victory for them. As you can see, also, Sloth, he has rotated himself in towards the blue bar. Knows that he did lose a teammate from Melons who was playing inside there. Meepy squares it into a 2-on-2. Theo inside Office, potentially trying to play the drop hatch as well as he can. But from above, Meepy has the angles, trying to see what he can find. I think they know that somebody's going to be lurking inside of the Office area. They know that, again, the diffuser's in there right above. Does he see the castle? Castle sees him. Meepy finally spots the head, but no, the C4 from Sloth comes in. Meepy gets eliminated. Double kill from Sloth, playing big when he needs to be. And it does go 2 rounds apiece between Team Secret and Wind and Rain.
Wow, I think that was looking a little bit sketchy towards the end. Meepy went huge. He's got, I believe, a 2k. Leon picking up 1, pulls the 5v2 back to the 2v2. However, Wind and Rain are doing very well. They're doing very well. To even be in the position that they could throw around is amazing. It was really good. Sloth as well. A very good round. 5 and 3. We were thinking, is he the man that makes the difference? I mean, it's looking like it. It's looking like it. The C4 at the end was very clutch by him as well, because Theo peeking on the castle through the holes, didn't need to. There were maybe 30 seconds left, but Sloth, he gets the picks.
Yeah, performs big whenever his team needs him to be. That's really what defines players, is if you can finally execute that final bit of play and secure those kills and secure the round for your team. And we will be moving on to the final half before we do get that switch, and it will be the final defense, and it's going to be back to the kitchen for Wind and Rain. And definitely Wind and Rain, it's 2-all at the moment.
Attackers need to locate.
It's a very attacker-sided map in terms of coastline and the way it's played. So Secret, I would have kind of expected them to be 4-1 up, but if not 5-0 going into the halftime switch. But no, certainly Wind and Rain pulling it back a bit of fight. And if Wind and Rain, then they go ahead and take this potentially up to 3-2 going in the halftime switch, where they have that attacker role, and then certainly attackers have a lot of heavy favor, because very heavy room game, but nonetheless you can cut off a lot of the rotations from the top of the roof. That big massive courtyard square sees a lot of the corridor rotations in towards luggage or even in towards the main corridor. Really, that helps a lot with in terms of that kind of room clear out. So if Wind and Rain, they go take this lead, they have a very strong chance of actually, potentially, pulling off the biggest upset I think we've seen.
I think there's a very good chance with this round as well, with how Wind and Rain are playing. They're confident even in the 2v2 after maybe a couple people have thrown. They're still peaking, they're still aggressive, they're still happy. I think one thing you got to give Wind and Rain credit for here as well is that they're still picking the same defense over and over. They see the mistakes, they change it. We've seen that. They lost both defenses the first time they tried them. They're back to it. We're on Kitchen now. They know what they need to do to win it. We see Dowie again sprinting around, the aggression. But we're going to see a pick from Sloth.
He peeks
He's in
around.
a very good position.
Oh, Stiz, what are you doing? He's just on his drone right in front of that sunrise window. Secret, just so sloppy. I am confirmed that they are just doing this to troll me. I'm pretty confirmed that this time this is not Secret. I know how they play. This is not it.
That's that heavy soft breach gone again as well, which we were saying it's going to be very difficult for them to now get the Mavericks, the Castles, the Legions.
First Lion Charge is going to be deployed, but really nobody on the side of Secret to follow up. Maybe they wanted to use that to physically get inside of their first bit of beachheading, which will be in towards that blue bar. And Sunrise, just like we did see them do previously. Sloth trying to hold these long angles, just has to be careful that he could get flanked potentially from the security room, unless Dowie is going to be in and around that kind of same area that he was last time with the hatch. Sloth did see a bit of a body, but doesn't manage to land the shots. I believe Theo was actually covering that flank in towards that CCTV room. But Secret just slowing down just that little bit more.
I think we're seeing again here from Wind the Rain is that they're not throwing away the horizontal control. Regardless of it being a numbers advantage here, they've got a player in CC, they've got a player main lobby, a player above. It's still a very heavy roam game by them. They're doing very well here.
Ooh, great nade. Exactly the way he was.
ADSs.
In the
no ADS.
Yeah, that's surprising as well. You know, Dowie, typically you'd see one on that A. And Lemsy squares off as he's actually inside the bomb site. Sloth does refrag, however, and does put it back into level playing fields. Lackey, however, put right back in Secret's favour. Impact nade, trying to see if they can catch a Team Secret player, but no, Meatby will catch him out on the rotate hole. Double kill for Meatby, playing big. And Wind and Rain, they lose that round, and Secret going into the halftime switch. They have the lead. 3 rounds to 2.
Meepy has been very clutch in this game, it has to be said. The amount of double kills. We were speaking before the games, we were saying maybe there aren't going to be so many double kills, the individual plays. This game, out the window, completely out the window. We've seen it from Slough, we've seen it from Dowie, we've seen it from Meepy a few times now.
11 kills for Meepy.
11.
What can you say? Double breadsticks.
Triple breadsticks.
Oh yeah, say that as well. But yeah, Meepy definitely, he has been a player being about for substantial amount of time since the closed beta, along with Lackey as well. Meepy, I believe he, in the past month or 2 months, he has had that role switch where he is now on that buck as more of that kind of flex operator. And since he has moved on to that buck, because I remember it was always Leon on the buck, playing that main kind of entry fragger, since that switch, Meepy has been getting so many more kills for his team, like really big kills. He knows how to work that C8 very, very well. He knows how to use the skeleton key in those particular buck spots. I am liking the way that Meepy has really developed in the terms of, you know, he's moved the flex. I always thought Meepy was more of that kind of, you know, Thermite way back in the P-Docs day whenever he did play for that team. I am liking to see that Meepy is finally having a good bit of running form, and especially as an IGL, trying to frag as an IGL, not the easiest thing to do.
Certainly not the easiest thing to do. I can speak from experience.
Oh, yes.
That would be my excuse. That's why I'm now casting. Again, though, what we're seeing here, no hard breach. You said, well, unless you're counting Maverick, but I feel like he's used for very slight holes.
Yeah, Maverick isn't really an operator that he would ever consider being that strong on coastline. Really, the only map that I ever really jump at and say, oh yeah, Maverick must ban is Clubhouse. That's really the one he excels at. Everything else, sure, he has his, you know, advantage with that silent blowtorch, but really doesn't do that much damage compared to those particular maps like Clubhouse. But again, still has a very strong gun. Never can really stuff at M4 in most circumstances. We also see a Lems. He's going to be bringing out the Clash, which was let through the banning phase. A very big operator we've seen banned a hefty amount, but really see how he kind of plays it. Will it be more anchor favored or more in that roam game that Clash does provide as well?
Wind and Rain don't have the hugest amount of counters from either. We're not seeing nades, we're not seeing Capital, it's just the Zephyr. But you're going to have to use that for others as Leon peeks and he picks off the Ying that we were talking about. But Dowie gets the refrag. He's on fire this game. On fire.
Yeah, Dowie has performed very well, not just on the Jaeger, but we know that Lion was let free the ban phase, so Wind and Rain, they're going to go ahead and take that as well. Use the advantages that you have with the operators available. And certainly, like you said, no frag grenades. The only real way you can stop the clash is with those concussion mines, but then again, you kind of have to combo a good, play where you go ahead and Sophia that, have somebody to follow up in the kill. That's really the only way they can deal with that. So certainly having the clash is going to be that big factor to see if they can deal with it. And really look at the way that, Dowie's position, he's just going to run right in. Whoa, thanks to Claymore. LM doesn't even do that much damage to him either.
The crossfire is how you deal with the clash in the way of Wind and Rain. They don't need the Ying, they don't need the nades. I feel like Wind and Rain, regardless though, this has been a very slow attack. Until then, it's been slow. The outside VIP, outside Aquarian here with a gunfight. But Slough, is he going to peek over the table for the LMs? He gets it. Lackey.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Where's the crossfire? There's no crossfire from Aquarian.
No refrag.
Nobody's on the double window.
Nothing from Wind and Rain, just letting Slough die. Of course, that Echo Drone came into big play, but no Speeds, he equals it up. No, maybe he equals it up with that refrag. That's what we talk about inside of Sieges. If you can get the refrags, keep that number advantage in your favor, you will eventually win the rounds. But no, Wind and Rain just not doing that. Both of them stacked outside off the balcony, and especially whenever Lackey is in one of the hardest positions on Coastline where you can kill a potential defender, that makes things so awkward as the peak comes in. Dowie and also Mels goes to the spray. Lackey somehow manages to find Mels in the crossfires. Dowie, he does get the down onto the Jaeger, however, so a 1 versus 1, maybe versus Dowie, but we know the Echo Drones are always going to be the big thing that stops Dowie in his tracks. Can't go for the plant, really can't go for the push either. Again, his teammates are sitting there holding the angles with the Echo Drone, giving all the call-outs, and maybe just like that, with the Eggcog, finds the angle, finds the kill, and Team Secret, they take their first defensive round, and they head 4-2 up, going into round number 7.
That was a very difficult situation for Dowie there. I think he was sat there on 1 HP after the engagement with Jaeger, which wasn't the prettiest, it has to be said. I feel like he should have been dead a lot earlier. We have players... I feel like there's a mix match in Wind and Rain right now. We have players who are happy to sit outside to hold the angles, but Slough's now coming to the team. Yeah. He was happy to dart over the desk, very happy to dart over the desk. We didn't see any crossfire from either team there. There was nobody playing aggressive in Billiards from Team Secret. They could have killed that Jaeger much easier. I feel like Jaeger's won that round there, regardless of Echo having an amazing angle to use. They had to deal with that Jaeger better. I feel like maybe the Ying dying early, is that the operator they wanted to push? We don't know.
Yeah, and also another reason why we've seen him play inside of that back of the bar is there's no frag grenades. Frag grenades make that a lot easier to actually clear out anybody behind there. So, like you said, lack of nades certainly coming in to bite Wind and Rain, but we will see that switch and we will see the sledge being brought in instead of that IQ. Slough, we see he's very aggressive, being brought in for that main kind of fragger role. Done very well for himself and really has stood out for us. But nobody really else there is wanting to play that aggressive matchup. As soon as he pushes in, there should be automatically that crossfire, that refrag coming in. Even if Slough dies, which he should always really die from that scenario, Jaeger should also fall because of the refrag that Dowie should have put in. You should, really combo that with the E1Ds. Why bring the Lion if you're not going to use the immense power that he has with that pushing potential?
I completely agree. I think that's been a problem with Wind and Rain we've seen over the 3 weeks now, though. They're slow. I feel like maybe they're a little bit nervous. But in this match, that's understandable.
Xbox slow.
Xbox slow. Xbox was fast, I'll have you know, Demo. Maybe not when you played it, but when the good players played Demo, it was fast. But yeah, I completely agree with the whole refrag, the Lion, everything. But that's just how Wind and Rain have been. They've been... I feel like you can accept them being maybe a little nervous to push in this match against one of the best teams in the world. I'm amazed at that vault camera.
Yeah,
that is incredible.
I was looking at that and I was, don't do it, kids, don't do it. Don't
We're
do it,
seeing
Leon.
no hard breach again as well, by the way, for now the 7th round in a row.
Yeah, this is really something that has been established by both teams, and I would kind of say that the meta has shifted towards. I'm sure we'll see a lot more of that in upcoming Pro League weeks. We'll see really if Coastline does get played. We know what the Paris Major was played a heck of a load of times. We did see more hard breach, more penthouse theater defenses really coming into play. Already Stiz, he starts things off with a kill onto Slough, so that main aggressor and also the big soft destruction on the side of Wind and Rain will be eliminated. And Legion lives to fight another day.
I believe that was for his own sledge hole as well. They had complete control of the second floor, saw nobody up there. I was thinking, this is very good for Win the Rain. They just need to try and figure out where people are, don't overpeak. Stiz though, he goes down. The refrag that we were saying, the crossfire, Melons is very well with speeds to bait out that kill. Now they do have complete second floor control that we were saying. But the soft breach is gone.
No
the soft breach to go above
exactly. Kitchen. That's the thing about Sledge. If you're going to go in as that main entry fragger, make sure you have droned it out. Make sure that you do not have Legion just sitting there in a corner, ready for the kills that come in. So why don't you put, Theo as there's that Ying, throw the Candelas in if there is any roamers inside of the Fear or Penthouse. You deal with that very easily with the Candelas. We know you can throw them right in at the back. It's almost as if you are attacking that upstairs defense. Just with the Ying. It's a lot easier. There
was only one E, one D gone as well. We can still see, oh, it's now going to be used. He's rotating, the Valkyrie, I believe it is, rotating back towards Blue Bar. She's trying to reinstate that control horizontally because they gave everything to Win the Rain early on. Like, everything. They were fortunate to get the kill from Stiz. I think that was poor droning. But we're now seeing a complete collapse onto the site from War. But do they have the operators and the utilities still alive to do it?
They do eliminate Lackey as Theo does finally kill that Valkyrie. We did see trying to establish that bit of more dominant control inside of CCTV. But maybe he will automatically fight back with that Scorpion Evo. But Theo, another kill for him, playing big with this T95 LSW. This was where the clash comes in so big, but just the clash down to him and speeds. He eliminates Skids, pushing on in. Dow coming in from behind. This is a better pinch coming in from the players of Wind and Rain, and simpler from that. Dow, he finds the final kill. And Lambs, he falls in the clash, and finally Wind and Rain, they have their first attack win, and certainly a very strong one at that. Bit sloppy in the beginning, but a very good execution into the final part of the map.
I feel like it was a very nice execute by Wind and Rain there. The thing is about this match though, we're getting into numbers advantage situations, and then we're seeing just constant roaming, constant repeats. Well, Theo gets 2 picks completely off a site before he's even thrown a Ying. We saw him throw 3 Yings in. There was only Clash alive. Probably didn't even need 1 Ying. They're still roaming in numbers advantage situations. I think it's very weird in this match to see that. Especially a team that says, you're well thought out a secret. That they pride themselves on being those smart players. They don't even play ranked. Some of them, they don't even play ranked.
There is one ranked god. Nah, that's really it. Just Leon. Maybe certainly the T-Hunt god.
I would like to say that Alems has carried me many a time on ranked. I'm very appreciative of him.
Locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, he likes the old ranked as well, but really, just Leon. I would say it's all Leon's fault. Again, I think everybody knows the meme by now. It's all Leon's fault. Anything that ever happens and anything that ever goes wrong, it is Leon's fault. Get it trending.
He isn't so great, I've heard.
No, he isn't so. You've started chat. Chat is going to be absolutely
haven't seen any blitz play from him this game. Maybe he isn't so great.
He really, since like his Challenge League days, he just hasn't played the blitz at all.
I've seen a big
disappointed.
Lack of blitz.
Disappointed in him. But then again, blitz really has fallen out of the meta. A lot of teams know how to counter blitz. Legion, biggest counter to him. Smoke as well. Multiple ways C4s. Because he is that 2 armor, doesn't really tank as much either. So really blitz is only really there, I would say, for maps like Oregon. Very aggressive, tight, close range environments. That's really where blitz kind of established that dominance. Not so much on coastline, where you have those nice long corridors that really excels with those ACOGs more, rather than the shield. But like you said, another point I would still like to bring up is about that roam game. They have the established roam game, they get the picks. They can go ahead and go for the rotates, which is more than likely the right call because they get the kill, take what you can. We know that it's very heavy attacker favor because the roam game on coastline is very easily to, to pinch and collide and make sure nobody can escape, have the rotations covered. So that may be an option that really secret they have to go for if they want to have a chance to win this matchup.
I feel like we're seeing the exact same operators again from Wind and Rain. They seem to be very tried and tested. They want to keep doing the same thing over and over, making it work. Maybe that's the best way to play against Secret. They're trying to adapt themselves. But I feel like, again, as you were saying about the roam game, we've seen it especially with the Valkyrie last round. Her to try and rotate into CC instead of to hold possibly an angle towards Kitchen Hallway where we saw Ying push up towards the end. I think it's going to come down to that again. War got a lot of control. I think this is going to come down to whoever gets the first pick. And if they choose to rotate, who's going to win this roam battle here?
So first engagement more than likely will come in the way of Stiz, as that hatch will be opened right above him, but really that luggage hatch doesn't give a lot of sightlines into the attackers.
We're seeing a retreat from him this time as well.
Just playing very safe.
This time.
No, just trying to waste as much time, and certainly in a very attacker-favoured map, you need to waste as much time as you can. Sloth finally not dead. However, Melons, he will be dead as Leon, he gets the peek with the smoke.
It's a huge pick for Leon, down to 60 health though. Melons has put some damage down. I feel like Sledge here, we can see he's got about 25 uses left still of that sledgehammer. There's only a minute left.
Get it sledged.
Get it sledged. He didn't have the opportunity to do it last round. But is he going to see the peak hit Valkyrie? I believe it is. She's rotated off. We're seeing a complete different style here from Secret. They're not challenging these angles.
No, they're playing a lot more passive, a lot more safer. This is kind of the Secret that we're used to seeing. Holding angles, waiting for the attackers to actually go for the push, try and put as much pressure as they can. And they already did that with the first kill onto Melons. Already having that first blood on the board for your team really puts Wind and Rain as more of a setback. They have to play a lot more safe. Those Prismas actually coming into pretty good effect. Does spot Dow inside of that lobby area. A couple of sprays coming from Valkyrie as well, but no, doesn't manage to connect any off the shot. Still 25 seconds on the go. First, actually second E1D will go out. Stiz, another kill for him, still playing inside of that room game. A triple kill for Stiz. What big plays from the Mute, all down to speed, so he's nowhere near the rest of his team. Just holding angles. This is a slow type of play that Wind and Rain have fell back into. Once they lose that first man advantage, they just kind of panic. They fall into the same trap, and Speed's just nothing he can do. And that will be all out of time. Gets a kill for his troubles, but really, what did that do? Not a lot. And that will be Alem's falling, but nonetheless, Secret, they take that round, and they are headed to match point inside a coastline.
Well, I find it incredible there that not a single player in the bomb was picked off when they had a Sledge and a Zofia who can breach above. We see Maverick outside the window as well. It's not like he was just running away in front of the window or anything. He would have been cut off. How's nobody died in the site? Nobody.
Maybe 14 kills leading the charge. If he gets, I believe a double kill, or... Yeah, I think if he gets a double kill, if he gets the 16 kills, that's the highest frags that we've had on Prem. If I'm not mistaken, we'll have to go back.
PC.
On PC. Why, what was it on Xbox?
I believe Diego dropped 19, didn't he?
He did. And he got like,
on Chalet.
And yeah, for
like
the first match. And then he got like 14 on the next one. He had 2 aces in one map. That was pretty good.
I really enjoyed playing against him, Demo. Very, very fun player to play against.
Yeah, that was good. I remember that. That was back in the old days.
We're going to see Mira picked.
Finally.
This is a different one.
Finally. It's going to be Hookah Lounge and Billards as well. Not really the bomb site I would associate Mira to be played on. Sure, you can play it on that blue stairs, have the Mira window there, but really the other one, inside of the B bomb site, looking at the air, would kind of be my go-to. Mira, not really the biggest operator that I would say affects this site too much. You more want, that kind of denial. And they have 6 picked out for a smoke as well, so that's a bit of a weird one for me as well.
I feel like Wind and Rain's lack of actual pressure onto Hookah last time, or through VIP really at all, is probably why this Mira's getting picked. They know they're going to try and push Aquarium. We're seeing the exact same operators again. I don't think I've seen the Maverick used once yet. I'm not sure where this is being used. Very strange. I feel like if Speed's had more of a clutch operator, more utility aside him, when he seems to be playing on his own, maybe that's more useful for him.
Yeah, Maverick just not really used in any way, shape or form. We know that teams don't even take hard breach. Maverick is technically a form of hard breach. Really, we use him as more of a glorified Thatcher in most circumstances. If you're not going to use the gadget, just pick another free speak. Pick Capitao. Very good operator on Coastline. We know can really sanction off a lot of those different rotates, and again, the smoke arrows always help with that final couple of plants.
I mean, the Jackal as well. With how Secret are now playing, roaming around, just hiding away from gunfights, playing in the bomb, can't be killed from above. Maybe the Jackal helps more.
Yeah, a lot of options that really I think Wind and Rain can look at and say, is the Maverick really that good?
I feel like we're seeing a clear setup here for Aquarium as well, by the way. We've had Office joined out, Aquarium joined out from above.
Taking VIP as well, so they're going to try and hunt a couple of rumors, not letting Leon do what Leon does best, and that is, of course, die. No, only joking. Is, of course, getting kills with the Vigil. Trying to hold the angle, sees the Ying push in. Heavy damage done to the Ying, but Theo does manage to save his life just for the meantime. E1D charge will also be used to try and hunt Vigil as much as they can, and Lackey, he actually falls. I believe that's going to be in behind off that bar that we did talk about was a big area. Finally, Speed uses the Maverick.
This is what it was for. This is the master plan. He's not even going to peek it now, but it's the master plan.
Just peeking with the ACOG, with the M4, very strong.
Lens is very lit here as well. Very lit.
Yeah, easy couple of taps really from any gun would really sanction him off, and Speed just making a couple of holes trying to see what he can peek from. Nobody really in the form of the A-bomb is really being established by the players of Secret. Still Leon can go for the roam game. Castle Barricade makes things a little difficult for Theo. Can just go ahead and punch through, of course. Also, Sloth, quite smartly, has the drone trying to find Leon just as much as they can. They know that the roamer is going to come in big, because we said, very heavy roamer side of map as well.
Wind and Rain, I believe, are in very good position here, but it's gone slow. Leon, though, that's not slow.
No, that is
Sloth's gone.
Pretty simple from Leon, pretty standard.
Dowie as well.
Stiz eliminates Dowie, so 50 seconds, everything crumbling for Wind and Rain at the moment. 4 versus 3. Melon Speeds and Theo to try and clutch this up for them, and really just everybody from Secret holding their angles, not that same aggressive plays that we've seen them do earlier on, so definitely the Secret that we're used to seeing. 30 seconds ago, this is kind of Wind and Rain, where they start panicking. They're not entirely sure what they want to do. You can see still Leon trying to waste as much time as he can. Plant will try and be initiated, as the Candels will try and come in and go for the cover. C4 misses as well, so this is going to have to be a potential retake from Secret. Leon lines one up onto Theo, but no, Speeds gets the refrag. But however, Stiz, he did eliminate Melons as the diffuser has been planted. Down to Speeds now, 1 versus 3. Against 3 players of Team Secret, just breathing down his neck. Meatbee has the Echo Drone intel, and that's going to be all she wrote. As Team Secret, they take the round and they take the win. 6 rounds to 3 on Coastline.
I think you have to say a convincing win for Secret all round. But Wind and Rain put up a very good showing, though. I mean, that's the best we've seen of them. Meatbee and Dowie in specific, incredible. The clutch plays, the clutch kills, the doubles.
You have to give credit to Wind and Rain. They did take 3 rounds against the big dogs in the pen.